GameCube or Switch?
I mean, I have a point for GameCube just because there's a couple games that we used to play in college and shit, and I have zero interest in the Switch whatsoever. Um, but it's not too far away from
Oh.
both of them. Can fuck off.
Wii or Switch?
A Wii, 100,000%.
GameCube or Wii?
Wii.
Okay, but what if the Wii doesn't have backwards compatibility?
Yeah, okay, but the Wii you can bootleg shit.
Well, I'm saying, what if you can't do that? If you can't play
Oh,
GameCube games on the Wii?
it still has Wii Sports. Wii
Does it have
Sports is
one
better
game?
than basically anything that's on the fucking GameCube.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you smoking? Better than Street?
Hey, you
Double
can get
Dash?
what was that Madden game where you just fucking shoot up adrenaline on the sideline? Um, God, what is that Madden game? You know
What
what
was
I'm
that?
talking about?
No. Was that something on
Oh,
like the PlayStation? Or
it's
Xbox?
like on the Xbox or something. I played with it with my cousins one time, and it's literally like the dude gets fucking rocked, and he's down for the count, and they pull him over to the sideline. He's like, "You're gonna fucking get back in the game," and he's like takes out this adrenaline. They wrap up his leg and then they shoot him up. He's like, "Oh yeah, fuck yeah!" And he like runs out onto the field.
Okay, I kind of feel like I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I don't think that was a Nintendo game. I don't think that made its way onto the
Exactly.
GameCube or Wii.
See, so Street can go move to the side, and then I'll just take that. I'm sure it's as bullshit as Street.
You ever play Kirby Air Rider on the GameCube?
No,
I ever show that to you now?
I've never
Um,
played a Kirby game.
that's the only Kirby game I've ever played. Which anytime you see like those TikToks or YouTube videos talking about the GameCube, everyone knows that's a hidden gem, like me. Um, okay, but what about? I thought you were kind of a Mario guy.
Mario is a cool character for Nintendo, but that's about it. I'm not like
Well, I mean, the
overly.
GameCube's got Sunshine.
Yeah, it's your favorite game of all time.
No, fuck no. More like the fucking shit stain of the GameCube. Sunshine.
That's why you want GameCube to win so bad, because you love that fucking game.
No.
No, I honestly I just have zero interest in 90% of what Nintendo rolls out. I think majority of what Nintendo rolls out is just absolute trash. Um, and I hate the GameCube controller.
Even though
I
it's the
think
most sold controller ever.
it's the most stupidest controller ever. uh, any game, almost basically any other controller is better than the GameCube controller.
No.
Yeah,
Again, I ain't playing Melee on a PS4 controller.
I'd play Smash on any other controller that isn't GameCube. Because I mean,
What do you have? Huge hands? Are you Shaq?
shit, maybe it's just not that fucking great. I mean, the Joy Cons are in horrible spots.
Eh,
Um, I really don't like, especially the yellow one where that one's at compared to the other. I feel like
It was just this the C stick. It was just made to be quick, like not accurate, but just quick.
well, it's in a fucking horrible spot, especially for a fucking quick little
So,
thing too. You talk about accuracy.
so
It's hard to
you're
be
saying
accurate
like
with the Z stick.
you're saying like they should have changed like the C stick with like the buttons, the A, B, Y, X.
It'd be even more wonkier than it already fucking is. If you if you look at it, besides that little middle part on an N64 controller, it's basically an N64 controller.
No X, Y, and then yeah, you don't have your like left your buttons at the top. No,
No,
here.
no,
Okay,
this is a
say on
controller.
the podcast you
Ah,
like N64 controllers more than GameCube controllers.
1,000%. I'm looking at this beautiful controller right now, and it looks fucking great. Those are the fucking memories. Those are the memories. I'm
So,
looking.
are you for real one of these people, one of these bandwagon people that say the N64 is better than the GameCube?
100,000%. The N64 was probably one of the best consoles ever.
Damn, dude. You know that you, me, and Jackson, we're like, when it comes to Nintendo, we're on like completely different. Like he's Switch, I'm GameCube, you're N64. Like we're
Hey,
on different islands. Like we're
I'll take it. I'll take the best console that Nintendo's ever released.
no,
Whatever. I'll take it.
no.
Better than the original Nintendo that they released. It's better than the Wii. It's better than the Switch.
What
Oh,
sport like also the GameCube had all the good Mario sports games like soccer, baseball,
Nintendo
like
64 had GoldenEye.
which is like the most overrated shooter ever.
One of the best game changing for FPSs ever.
And and you're the guy too that bitches about little things in Call of Duty like but you'll say Golden Eyes. Oh my god.
It was a game changer. it gave you Call of Duty, so I don't want to hear it. Plus, I mean, Super Mario 64, just awesome game.
Another one that way too hard to control.
Thought it was fantastic. Mario Party 3, Mario Kart 64.
Hey,
That wasn't too
how many
bad.
how many Mario parties are on the GameCube?
The fuck do I know?
Four of them. They got 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Because they couldn't get off a horrible console.
Yeah, I'm just saying the GameCube had the most Mario parties. You said you like 3.
60. I never played 3. I was just looking at those 64 games. But hey, they had GoldenEye. They had like one of the first Bluetooth controllers.
Yeah, which is probably horrible, like the wireless ones on the GameCube.
Probably.
Okay, so here's like a side story. It was like a third party wireless one I was
Mhm.
using. I could not do like the side A and A command at like the same time, which was annoying for baseball. Smash completely unplayable, or maybe
Mhm.
not completely unplayable, but shitty. Um, yeah, and that controller is long gone and destroyed.
Well, hey, they don't make controllers as durable as the N64.
Okay, so here's
But
some. If the N64 games are so good, why are GameCube games like way more expensive on eBay used than your N64 games? Why do way more people want them?
isn't Was the Super Mario 64 whatever like one of the most expensive games or used to be or something like that?
Which one?
Like the Super Mario 64. Isn't that like one of the most expensive games to get?
I mean, on all these like Mario games, they
I
are the most
hey,
expensive.
you want to see who's expensive? Isn't that like one of the most expensive video games ever? Now or something like that, or at least it was.
Yeah. Okay. You ever heard of Fire Emblem? That one
Fire,
used to be.
trash,
Yeah,
trash,
trash.
trash,
Just because it
trash.
didn't come to the N64. They had it on the Japanese N64, whatever that was, but they didn't ever make it American.
I honestly didn't even really know what Fire Emblem was until a year ago. I didn't even know what it was when we were playing as fucking Marth and shit in
Yeah.
Smash.
This is also coming from the guy that thought Marth was a chick.
Looks like a fucking chick.
Yeah, again, you're gonna name a girl Marth? Like, oh
You're gonna name anybody Marth?
no, but
Exactly.
maybe again these are like Japanese. They're probably supposed to be people in Europe, not America. So
Well, maybe they need to figure out how to name people correctly.
you're gonna name someone Waluigi?
Maybe. Shit.
So what about
Uh,
like another elephant in the room for the N64 for GameCube, like Smash, like
sure.
jumping bad, 8 characters, or no, 12. Like
Hey,
once you get them all unlocked.
it's a it's an entry. It's still kind of gaining ground.
Mario Kart, eh.
Better than Melee.
No. Mar- I mean Mario Kart on the N64, no. Plus, like no one that does top 10 lists I've never seen. They put the N64 Mario Kart over their Double Dash.
You know what was the greatest game on the N64?
What?
WWE. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Macho Man, all that shit back in the day. Fucking the best game you probably could have got on the 64.
Yeah, probably.
I remember those days. Fucking go to my aunts for a little family get together, go around in the basement, and everybody would be crowded around the TV playing fucking WWE. And I was always The Rock.
um, one good one though the N64 had, and who knows why Nintendo's never made a sequel. Diddy Kong Racing. There were one or two nights the three of us played that with
I
Jackson.
was gonna say it seems
Yeah,
familiar, but I don't know why.
yeah.
I I don't think I liked it. I don't
I
fully
mean,
remember it.
putting it next to Double Dash.
In which we played a lot, so that probably makes
Yeah.
sense.
Right. Yeah. Just Baby Park in Double Dash is better than the whole N64. But I mean the whole N64 Mario Kart. Not the whole console. That'd be
See,
kind of crazy.
the thing is, I could probably play Double Dash on a N64 controller better than you could probably play it on a GameCube controller. With time to spare.
Okay, so what's your all-time favorite controller? That's what I want to know right now.
uh, well, right now it's probably just the PS4 controller until I test out this five.
Where do you rank PC and keyboard? Or I mean keyboard
Last?
and mouse. Last.
It depends on what kind of game I'm playing though. If I'm playing just a regular like game like Call of Duty or something like that, it's 100,000% less. If I'm playing like a strategy or something like Civilization or something, then it's up there.
Oh my god.
Shit, the keyboard and mouse is fucking so far down the list that Oculus little controllers are above it.
Oh my god.
Hell,
So you'd
the
rather play Call of Duty on the
PlayStation.
Wii?
No,
You want to use that shitty Wii mode?
I'd rather well shit than a keyboard and mouse probably.
All the hot takes tonight. Holy
put
cow.
it put it side by side. I'd probably kill you 100 times before you kill me with one.
Shit. Take you 10 lives before you even hit me with one bullet using the fucking Wii remote. You'd be so slow.
Shit, I'd kill you with the N64 controller.
You don't even have an aim button.
Exactly. That's how
Or I
much
guess,
better of a controller that thing is.
yeah, I guess there is one button down here.
It is the back button.
Yeah, I forgot there's one in the middle.
But I think, yeah, I would want the little Joy-Con, obviously, for movement, the back for fire, and then one of the, probably A or whatever the bigger button is for ADSing. Shit, yeah, you're fucking screwed.
Funny how these N64 controllers have so much dust on them, but not the GameCube ones. The Wii remote or the Wii U.
Because Nintendo won't drop the GameCube. They know it was just such a failure. They can't give up on it, or else they gotta kill themselves.
When deep down they'd love to forget the GameCube.
Well, I mean, hey, if you think about it this way, in the Japanese culture, when they fail at something, then they have to fucking kill themselves. See? Nintendo 64 wasn't a failure, or else, something bad would have happened. The GameCube, they gotta keep bringing back, because if they don't, they're gonna have to fucking kill themselves because it was such a failure.
Yeah. When your PS2 or Xbox or N64 games hit $100 used on eBay, let me know.
Hey, PS1 when they re-released.
But otherwise, let's changing gears here a little bit.
Yeah.
What nowadays do they do right and do wrong? And just how things have changed too. Like I've kind of said, we spend so much more money and time on video games than back in the day, and and some of that, new games for the most part are $60 versus 35 or 30.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like replayability was huge back in the day.
Yeah.
But and with the games nowadays, it seems like it's almost harder to keep replaying them because there's just too much out there that we got to get to. Besides something like Call of Duty, but it's not really even just replayability for something like that, because it's super rare that you face the same people more than once, unless we're playing Gunfight.
Yeah.
So it's always a little bit different, even if it's the same map, more or less. So there is that, but the culture has also changed a lot as far as gaming too. Like we kind of talked about. where it used to be kind of a secret little habit that everybody would have of
Hmm.
playing it and shit like that. And now that everybody plays it, everybody
Right. It's not even
is
like,
just,
do you play video games? It's like, do you
what
have
do
an
you play?
Xbox or a PlayStation? Yeah. Yeah. Or what do you play?
Right. It's especially if you're a guy, it's almost like a 90% chance you're playing video games.
Hmm.
And if you don't, there's a reason why. And usually it's a pretty decent reason. Otherwise you play video games.
Yeah.
Now, girls, that's where the little bit of a mixed bag comes into it. But yeah, no, if you're a guy, you play video
Yeah.
games. It's almost a given.
Cause like, yeah, a lot more girls do. Um, but yeah, still, I don't know. I'm sure there's still plenty that are just, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, Netflix in their free time or whatever.
Netflix, where they find it boring or don't
Yeah.
understand it or too busy doing the nail.
Yeah.
I don't like Kim doesn't. I mean, she'll play from time to time. Like when I'll show her something. She loves the VR.
Hmm.
When she would play like super hot and shit like that. But otherwise, I mean, just has no interest, which
Yeah.
obviously is fine. Um, but yeah.
Cause yeah, I mean like I know another girl that'll do VR, but because like VR is almost, I don't know how I want to say it, but it's almost like not video games. It's almost like a different experience because you're like moving
Right.
around. Kind of like the Wii was in the early days. It was
Mm-hmm.
more about moving than yeah, just playing Call of Duty hours on end.
Right. For sure.
Um,
Uh,
yeah,
I don't know. And gaming itself is a whole different beast in general, and it's always changing. And who knows what game is going to even look like in 2 3 years?
mm-hmm.
Um, I didn't expect trying to get a PS5 would be as bad as it is. I
Yeah,
thought by about now or April that there would be things everywhere.
yeah.
There won't
Looks
be.
Yeah, it looks like
you
though on
know,
eBay that average price that they were going at went down a little bit,
you know,
but yeah, still not like your $700
right.
thing. Yeah,
So, yeah, who knows?
yeah, yeah. That's something too. Yeah, didn't really have to deal with scalpers back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, how much yeah online buying of games you do or consoles? Right, you're always Best Buy, Walmart, one of those. Because
And I
honestly,
mean,
when
no.
did you even know Amazon was a thing? Because, like, yeah, I've heard they did books in the late 90s, but, like,
Mm,
fuck, I didn't even know what Amazon was until, like, college.
right. I mean, and even then, I never purchased from Amazon, like on a regular basis, really, until Kim and I got our own place. So 4 years ago ish.
Yeah, I mean, for me, yeah, it would have. I, just with, like, eBay, I, I had a daycare lady that, I don't know, she did eBay, like, in the early days, so I always kind of knew that was around.
Right.
But yeah, all of a sudden,
I was just always
Amazon was a
somebody
thing.
where if I was gonna buy something, I wanted it then, and I didn't want to wait for it. I definitely didn't want to wait 2 weeks for it to be shipped to me.
Mhm.
Um, but I also didn't really need a whole lot.
My parents too. Like like 10 years ago, this time were always like against buying online, and
Mm-hmm.
you might have like known other people like this because oh you're gonna put your credit card information on there and you're gonna get hacked and
Yep.
yeah
And my workaround for it, and it turned out it didn't work. Because I got a little like Visa gift card
Yeah.
that I thought would work like a credit card type of thing online, but then they couldn't hack too much away. So
Hmm.
I bid on a bunch of shit on eBay. I won like
Yeah.
10 different fucking auctions and shit. I went to go and purchase them. It didn't work.
The
They
Visa
wouldn't,
card?
yeah, they wanted to accept it,
Well, shit.
right?
So then you used your regular one, right? Your regular credit
Nope. I
card?
started dodging the emails.
uh, um, I won something on eBay in college freshman year, and 3 days went by, and the guy was like, "So, you won? You gonna buy it? You gonna pay me?" uh, but yeah, that's kind of the pain thing about doing auctions on eBay. You don't know when you're gonna get paid. You do buy it now, you get paid right then.
Right. Yeah, and then like it's kind of funny too. Kind of going back to that story is like one thing I don't even remember what it was that I was buying. It was like 5 minutes left of the auction, and me and one dude were going back and forth the whole time.
Do you remember at all what it was?
No, I don't remember what it. I think it was almost like $150 though. I do remember that. Um, but we were just kept on going. I just wanted to keep on going and see when he would stop, and eventually he did. But yeah.
And then you buy it.
But hey, man, that was eBay.
Yeah, yeah, and just buying online. Cause yeah, I remember, and I was so annoyed with buying the gift cards because then like they charge you the $3 extra or whatever.
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
just a waste.
Right. But hey, man, do what you can.
Hmm.
I didn't have no fucking credit card in the sixth grade.
I didn't until like or right at the end of college. Oh, and I found
Right.
it. And I've kind of told you this. I'd find it so funny how Jackson would max his out um, for video games. um, and I mean, he'd even tweet about it and stuff. And I don't
Hmm.
know. And like I said, I do that sometimes. But again, typically I'm buying things to sell, so I'm
Right.
getting my money back.
Yeah, and
Not
that's the
the.
that's the difference.
Yeah. Um, so you know how people nowadays they tend to not just talking about Jackson here. I've seen other people on TikTok buy games and then never play them, or download them and then never play them. But
Hmm.
buy it, purchase it. Did that ever happen to you back in the 2000s?
No,
Bought a game and didn't play it right away. Yeah.
no.
Same here.
Especially not in the 2000s. I mean, if I was able to scrounge up the money to buy a game or convince my parents enough to let me buy a game, I, I was playing it.
Yeah.
I was playing it for as long as I possibly could.
Yeah. Now with that, I will say that there are some Wii games I gave up on pretty early, like
Hmm.
with Madden when I didn't even open it right away. And there's this game called Ellie Bits, just horrible, just the easiest like scavenger game in the world. That's why you never hear about it, Ellie Bits. Um, but yeah, but yeah,
But nowadays, yeah, I've definitely done it.
what?
And, uh, well, like Borderlands 3, I barely played it. And I'm sure there's a
Well,
few other ones.
well, okay, that one's fine. That one, Well, do they have crossplay? I don't think they do. I think
Yes.
we've looked. Okay, well, good. Wait until I buy it and then we'll play it.
But I mean, I also have a couple reasons like for some of my games. Like I have the new Watch Dogs, but I bought it when it was on sale because I know I'm gonna play it. I just want to play it on my PlayStation 5.
Hmm.
I want it to be a some like all right. So I already have some games, so I don't have to go and purchase fucking $70 games because I
Yeah.
think that's ridiculous. I don't
Yeah.
buy full price games really as it is. It's
Yeah.
very very rare that I do.
Yeah.
Um, so I was gonna pay $70 for it. So I was definitely gonna pay 25
Hmm.
for a brand new game, and because I love the Watch Dogs games. So like that game, I've only played a little bit of Valhalla, but now I'm kind of at the point where I want to play some of my older games and save the newer ones for the PS5. So there is a little bit of that. Um, I guess the only one that is kind of bad was I bought Skyrim maybe a year and a half ago, and Jackson kind of turned me off of playing it just with how much he fucking played it. um, and so I didn't really
But
want to dive into it, and I only played like 10 minutes of it initially, and then I kind of just turned it off. But now I'm kind of hooked onto it.
yeah, but Skyrim that can't have been too expensive a year ago.
$20.
Yeah. I mean,
But
yeah.
yeah,
I guess kind of when I said that, like paying full price and
mm-mm.
not touching it. Zelda
No,
games. Yeah.
especially if it's a full price game. I've definitely put some hours into it.
Yeah.
Now, really, the only game maybe I probably should put more hours into it for paying full price for it would be Red Dead. um, but that's about it. But I only stopped playing Red Dead because it really pissed me off.
The campaign.
Yeah. Well, just the open world in general. Like, is you get a fucking bounty for looking at a dude wrong. It seems like, and so you're always getting fucking chased. So then you're fucking, and you have to pay it. It's not just kill enough and you're good. It's no, you gotta eventually pay it. Well, you don't have unlimited money,
Hmm.
so that was always kind of a pain in the ass and whatnot. So I kind of stopped playing it. Plus, I heard the online's awful for it.
What do you think of today having all these battle royales?
Fuck, bring them on. I don't mind them. I thought Fortnite was a game changer. Um, when it first came out, I played it nonstop until I got my first battle royale. Um, and then yeah, it got to be a little much. I'm not a big Apex person, but it's free, so I'm not gonna fucking complain. The Call of Duty ones are whatever. I played a lot of it when it first came out, as far as Warzone goes, and we got kind of turned off from it. But
Hmm.
Fall Guys is technically a battle royale. I think it was a new concept and fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Um, they just didn't come out with the new maps fast enough, and I got kind of bored with it.
Hmm. Yeah,
Um,
they could have added a little bit more to that. But
but I
again, it's
mean,
free.
right? Yeah, exactly. It was free at the time, so I wasn't gonna. If you
I
fucking
I guess
complain,
that's a pro to now games nowadays that there are free ones.
yeah,
What was free on the GameCube or PS2?
nothing. um, and I mean, to give Fall Guys some credit too, they have released like 50 fucking new maps. It seems like. I was watching Speedy play it the other day, and there was not one that he played that I recognized,
Mm.
and they all look hard as fuck.
Hmm.
So I give him credit for that. So hey, bring on the battle royales. I'll
Yeah.
fucking try them all. I like them. They're hard, but they're really fun in the beginning until people fucking figure it out.
Hmm. And that's something too that games in these days can just kind of blow up and everyone be playing it. Where back then, everyone was just kind of playing their own games.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Fall Guys blew up, Among Us, Fortnite, Warzone, I guess.
And I mean, even with Fortnite, like in the very beginning, you and I were super fucking competitive with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like always in the top 10, always. And then people started getting good.
And we took
and
Overwatch, break.
uh, right, and building kind of took over, and then we started losing our grip a little bit, and then we took that super long Overwatch break, and ever since then it's been just unbearable,
Mm-hmm.
unbearable.
I feel like too back in the day, just with like less access to the internet, you never got super excited over a new game coming out. Like, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
excited years before something new came out, like what they're doing with Overwatch, and
Right.
because you just there was E3 and stuff, but like I didn't know E3 was a thing until years and years after they had been doing it.
I didn't know about E3 till you guys fucking told me about it. And then I was
Yeah.
looking at it and it's like, oh, this is just video game trailers? Fucking right. I love video game trailers. It's actually
I,
like one of my favorite things is watching video game trailers.
the greatest Call of Duty trailers, the
MW2.
Reese trailer.
Which one?
For, for DLC, the Derice trailer, the third
Uh,
Medpack World at War.
I don't think so.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah, it's definitely Modern Warfare or that Outbreak trailer.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been so hyped for Call of Duty until that trailer.
Mm-hmm. And then so disappointed by the game. Call of Duty.
Yeah, I haven't been so disappointed in a while. Oh man.
Yeah, and then thinking about this era too, just looking at like um my desktop here, like there's a good chunk of games that are $20 or less.
Mm-hmm.
Town of Salem, 7 Days, Among
Dude,
Us.
I sit on the $20 or less games.
Yeah.
I will sit and I'll watch them. And it's like, all right. And if you look at it, especially for in my thing, and it's probably a problem that I have. It's like, oh, I don't know what that game is, or I really want to fucking play this game. I'll buy it. $20. Shit, that's less. That's like 50 minutes at work to make up for that.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll buy it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. When it's like the price of like a Jersey Mike's sandwich, it's not like you're gonna go broke.
Right. I'll make that money back now. $70. Different fucking story.
Yeah. Right. You gotta know what you're buying.
Shit, even $40, I'm a little back and forth on it.
Yeah.
But you know, is it the end of the world? No, it's 2 hours of work, but still.
Also for cheaper games, Raft, Valorant, Dota, Rogue
Right.
Company, Rocket
Which is
League.
free. Ooh, that's something that we need to get back into is fucking Rogue Company.
Oh, and then even at least when it comes to PC and Xbox, compatibility is a lot better than back in the day. Cause like straight up, the GameCube we couldn't play N64. Um,
At least with like 360, you could play past Xbox games, which was nice.
oh yeah, and then I was like, yeah, the original Xbox wouldn't even have backwards compatibility. What about
No,
PS2, PS1?
no backwards.
PS3 to PS2?
I think it did. I think it was limited, but it did. It was like the 360. Because I remember, like with the PS2, you would get the red squares and shit when it couldn't read a disc.
Mm. And then yeah, the Wii could go back to the GameCube, but then like the Wii U couldn't do the GameCube. So like I don't know. I'm just saying now, like on PC and Xbox, you can kind of just play whatever
Yeah,
in the past. Or I mean
it did.
Xbox with Game Pass.
Right. Oh yeah, the Game Pass. And the Game Pass, I've said it a million fucking times, and I know you're already sick of me saying it, is the greatest thing for games. Just period. I haven't tried the PlayStation Now. I know I tried it um, like 5 years ago, but I heard it's gotten a million times better. Initially, it was trash. Just
Because they had
absolutely.
nothing on there, or what? What was it?
Well, it was streaming only.
Oh.
And the streaming game sucks. Because you're always going to have a little bit of lag and stuff like that. You have to download it and then play it, and whatnot. So I haven't tried it. I'm interested in trying it to figure and see if it's anywhere decent. Something I'll wait for the PS5 to do. Um, but the Game Pass is the only reason for so long I was debating between the PS5 and the new Xbox. And that was the only reason I was debating on the new Xbox. It wasn't because of the hardware or anything like that. It was only because of the Game
What
Pass.
if you bought the Xbox and then PlayStation basically just did their own Game Pass? Would you sell the Xbox and buy a PlayStation?
Fuck yeah. because PlayStation would do the exclusive things, which it kind of does with the PS5. It kind of, as long as you have PlayStation Plus, you have access to like 9 or 10 of the PS4 best games or whatever, um, which is kind of cool.
Mm.
Um, Nowhere to the extent of the Game Pass, obviously,
No.
but it's kind of cool that they just kind of give that to you. So you're not left with nothing if you just buy straight the PS5 and you skip the PS4 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not too worried about that. I love it. I think the Game Pass is fucking great. So
All
many good
right.
games on there.
And then I think to kind of end it up here, what era gaming's better, in like nowadays or 2000s?
Nowadays, I miss a lot of the games I used to play. Now going back, if I was able to play them again, they probably are horrible. But I really miss them, and I wish I could play them again. But the games now are better, um, and they're a little bit more thorough and whatever. And I like graphics a lot, um, so I'm a this generation gamer.
And like, I mean, I do think this generation's better because like you spend more money on all this
Right,
stuff. But again, I wish there was more focus on the whole couch multiplayer, whatever you want to call it.
sure. But
Um,
screen
and
co-op,
not like Nintendo with the Switch and uh, like that's. I mean, like doing it right with like
right,
what they did back in the day, not advertise it, but then no,
right,
it's just not how anyone actually uses the Switch.
right. Yeah, no, I I miss those couch days, but at the same time, especially now, I have no need for those couch days. You know, Kim doesn't play games. Lucas is too young, and Lila obviously way too young. um, you know, having the boys over or whatnot, cool. But shit, we just play online. you know,
Yeah.
and whatnot, and kind of have your setup and layout or whatever, and whatnot, which is kind of nice too. But at the same time, do I miss coming over playing street? Fuck yeah. Because, I mean, those days are fucking fun, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Um, yeah. Uh, and right with backwards compatibility too, it's tough to really tough to argue the old days when you really can, like Modern
Mm-hmm.
Warfare 2. I can just buy it on Steam.
Right.
I won't get the people that don't know what they're doing, but um, yeah.
For sure. Yeah, no,
Mm-hmm.
it's a tough one, but no, I would much rather just do this generation a lot better in terms of just gameplay, period.
Mm-hmm. Even though there's some big strike or just swings and misses on games.
There's lots of big swings and misses back in the day, too. Hell, you talked about one.
Sunshine.
I was gonna go with your LA like bits or whatever it was, but
Well,
if you want to talk about melee, I guess so.
no, I said sunshine. Sunshine. um, yeah, but some of that's the Wii, and some of that's just like nowadays with the Switch. Um, where it's just a mess.
It's more talked
Just
about now when people swing and miss, and there's a lot more hype around certain games. I feel like
yeah,
rather
or
than if you
just
buy a bad game, you don't really want to talk about it because you just spent $40 on a game that you're never gonna play again.
mhm. And just like with Twitter and the internet, like there's just that hype, and the game, what everyone's playing.
mm-hmm. Cyberpunk, Anthem.
Yeah, where you think about it, like back in the day, like going to Walmart, Target, Best Buy to pick up the new GameCube game or whatever you were playing, like you
Mm-hmm.
weren't 100% sure what you were gonna play.
Right.
Like I don't know. You just kind of whatever looks good, whatever title, cup, game art looks good, I guess.
That and like I remember for Assassin's Creed, there was a 1 and 2 pack. I did research. Like I looked shit up on the computer, like see reviews and shit. Like there was no gameplay or anything like that besides
Mm-hmm.
trailers, but looked it up to see if anybody was saying it was bad. Didn't
And what
find too much, but
what games did you say?
Assassin's Creed 1 and 2.
Oh, and see, even nowadays when you like look at those reviews, you kind of know who's talking. Where I'm sure back then it was just IGN or someone random.
Right. So
Did you
and
ever
it was
watch IGN videos on the 360?
no. Oh, maybe.
I mean, it wasn't like game trailers, but like tips for games. I remember, on like the dashboard on the 360. I know when Modern Warfare 2 was the newest Call of Duty, they had like tips for that all the time. Dumb tips though. Use the suppressor. It'll make less sound. Well, no duh, but then you're a whole lot weaker. Less range and
Right.
all that.
Hell yeah. Oh, no. All right.
Yeah, and then I guess just like to YouTube, Twitch, definitely changed the game.
Yeah.
Um,
More
I
so YouTube, obviously, because Twitch only started getting big in the last 3.5
yeah,
years.
yeah. Even though, now Twitch is like only talked about when there's like a big controversy. I feel like
Right.
I kind of
Yeah.
forget about it, and then all of a sudden, oh, so and so banned for this, banned for that.
Hey, Twitch got it so that I got my beta access for Overwatch. So
What do you mean?
because I was invited to the beta for Overwatch
Like, what did Twitch have to do with that?
because I was streaming at the time. That's why I got it.
Hmm,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get
Uh,
it.
I was streaming those. I was streaming. I think the Evil Within or something like that. And I got an email for it.
Hmm. I didn't have a PlayStation at the time, anyways.
Right. I actually just deleted it because it was in my like purchase or whatever folder because none of the PlayStation games ever go away. And I just found out how to delete some of those to get rid of some clutter. And I saw that and I was thinking about that when we were doing the other podcast.
You were the one too. You were big on Overwatch,
Mm-hmm.
and then Jackson fell in love with it. Then I did.
Hey man, if you think about it, I'm the real starter of this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I started Dogecoin, and then Jackson took over the hype on that, and I got out as soon as it hit
Yeah.
its brick wall.
Yeah. Now get him to buy and hold some Bitcoin.
No. Nah, but if you talk to Jackson, he owns all the stocks anyway.
Yeah, he made $500, right?
Yeah.
um,
Well, I don't know, that doesn't add up, especially when I made $300 on over less than half of what he said he bought. But
And then the next day he's talking about how he held and
right,
hasn't sold. um, yeah, where were we? Oh yeah, we were talking about Overwatch and kind of in the middle of the two eras
hmm
between nowadays and the old days. Um, yeah, IGN was on the Xbox dashboard, and now that's so dumb. They never do that because they'd just be more focused on YouTube. But yeah. The Phil Spencer guy, he had videos on the Xbox. We do better
oh yeah,
how tos on here than digging around on YouTube. I remember he'd even say that at the end of his. Yeah, and he was in other videos and stuff. And now that Phil Spencer guy, you just never hear about him. I never hear about him anyways.
I hear his name pop up here and there, and that's about it.
Yeah, but um,
And even then, like with IGN, I don't watch them anymore unless I absolutely have to for a certain video I want to see. Because especially like with the reviews, every game or every movie gets a fucking 8 or 9 or 10 out of 10. Doesn't matter what it is.
they never go less than 8.
And not really. Yeah, it has to be a really bad game for them to do something less.
Wow, are they trying to be like good to all the developers to
Basically.
get stuff for free? Wow.
I mean, I even think that they gave Anthem a 8.5 out of 10.
What would you give it out of 10?
I only played it twice, or maybe once, and I'll probably like a 3. And I was really hyped for that game.
Because of IGN?
Uh, No, I was really hyped when they released the E3 stuff because
Oh,
it was like legitimately, I thought it was an Iron Man game, basically just in a different kind of like setting type of thing, you know.
yeah.
But I was like, oh, I can get a fucking Iron Man type of suit. I could play with the buddies, you know. Jackson
Hmm.
and I were fucking hyped as shit. We were gonna play the shit out of it, and then eventually convince you to buy it because you could have been a fucking big ass tank shit.
Hmm.
And yeah, that was a fucking crash and burn game. Fuck. I think they even gave some praise to Fallout 76. At least when I played it. Granted, this was a long time ago. It
I still need to
was,
try it. 'Cause I just, how can Fallout be bad? I don't care if there's not people there. Like, I don't know.
well, now there is people there, so maybe it's better.
Okay.
Um, shit, they even released like a battle royale for Fallout.
Which, right, it's dumb.
Yeah.
Who who have you ever heard talk about Fallout Battle Royale? And I don't mean saying that it's available, like actual having fun with the gameplay.
Right. So yeah, and I've never gone back to that even. So
So yeah, that's something back in the day. Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas,
yeah,
which is
shit. Skyrim's been
76.
around for fucking 20 years. It seems like.
Yeah. But again, this era backwards compatibility, it's right there to download if you really want to play it.
Yep. Well, at least for a little bit. I know the Bethesda thing finally closed today, which should make things very interesting moving forward with Bethesda games.
Yeah.
Man, they better put those games on fucking PS4. I'm gonna be pissed. I swear, if all of a sudden a Fallout 5 gets announced and it's only for Xbox, I might flip shit.
I bet the value of the PlayStation will go down so you can buy one then.
Doubtful. I'll have to buy a fucking Xbox just for Fallout.
Buy a PC for Fallout.
Honestly, I probably would. Um, just because then I could get Game Pass, but on the PC, because they also have like Age of Empires and shit like that. And I would really love to play those games again. But I don't know,
Why do you think no one talks about Halo these days?
because it's trash.
Thought you were a Halo guy. I thought that was your game.
Yeah, back in the day, 1v1 me on Blood Gulch. And now it's now it's just they milked it. They just milked it too much, you know. At least with Call of Duty, because they keep milking it, but they change it up at the very least. The gameplay is the exact same in all the Halo games.
Right.
There's nothing different.
Same weapons.
Same weapons, same
See,
things you're fighting. At least with Call of Duty, it's different weapons here and there, different maps and shit like that. And they switch up the eras, you know?
yeah.
It's the same thing in Halo over and over and over every couple of years.
Yep. And I guess that's something too. Like we talked about how this era, with the internet, you got all the hype. You also got like all the hate with a certain game, and like the
Yeah.
double standard, and like, everyone's out to get Call of Duty, but then when Nintendo repeats something, no one
Mm-hmm.
cares, or
Right.
they try to defend it to the end.
Right. Well, that and I don't know. Even with like Halo is basically the Nickelback of video games. Everybody hates it at this point.
And with him, like, so people just hate him now because it's Christian music, or what?
Oh, I don't know. Because I used to really like fucking Nickelback and stuff,
Yeah,
and
me
then
too.
everybody started hating it. I never really got it. And he's like, well, it's like they're singing the same song over and over. It's like, I mean, I guess, but it's still good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also haven't fucking listened to Nickelback in years at this point. It feels like.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He hasn't came up with anything new that I've heard about or seen pop up or heard on the radio.
Right.
But I don't know. I thought that was like some of the hate that, oh, his music's too religious or too Christian or something, which doesn't really make sense to me. But
Hey, they love Minnesota, so.
Nickelback?
Mm-hmm.
Why do they love Minnesota?
They just love being here.
Sweet.
And they have like strong ties with like old Wild players.
Oh,
And so whenever they'll do up the concert, they'll call up the Wild players and stuff. And like, there's one in particular, Mark Parrish. He'll play the guitar with them.
nice. Um, so, did you ever play music off your Xbox 360? Or how do I want to ask this? Like, I remember the music player on the Xbox 360. Like, you could plug in a iPod or an MP3 player.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The setting, and like
Yeah.
it was dumb because like it would only play like a certain 20 songs. I
Oh,
don't
I
know
don't
if
remember
yours.
that. I just remember I was actually I think I had almost full access to my music, but my brother and I, because we were so hyped from the MW2 trailer, um, we would go to Crash and we would play the song that was in the MW2 trailer and try to do trick shots off the building to kill each other and try to time it with the song.
Wow. Wow. See, that's so funny too, because like I don't know, just how you were saying like you were the kid that like stole shit, and now you're the trick shotter. Like, oh, I was the person making fun of the trick shotters and like quick scoper. Ah,
Now you're the trick shotter.
yeah. I just got a lot of style. In gunfight. I just make it look
No,
cool and easy.
oh no. But, well, yeah, man. I don't know.
Nowadays, it's better too that you don't have to pay for DLC. They have season pass.
Yeah, no, that's
It's like games are getting more expensive. I guess now that they're 70, but at the same time,
you
season
typically get a
pass.
lot more game. No.
Yeah, and then like so many under 20 and free ones, and it's
Hmm.
almost like it's going down as long as you're not dumb.
Right.
And you're someone that would
It,
actually buy the DLC anyways if you had to pay for it.
see, I'm not typically unless it's something that looks like a really good DLC or it's almost like a full fledged game type of DLC. Like I know the only real big DLC I ever bought was XCOM. They released like a $40 DLC, but it was basically a brand new game.
Would you ever,
Otherwise, go ahead.
or just like, would you ever buy Fallout DLC?
Uh, with the Game of the Year edition, yeah.
Well, what about Fallout
But it
5
also
got
has to be
new
on sale
DLC?
too. Um, yeah, the DLC would have to be on sale because a lot of those, like especially Bethesda, will do like the $20 or whatever um, for each individual thing and shit. I don't do that. I'll wait till they put it all in a bundle and it's only like $20. Or I know I did this with Fallout because We never swapped games back. So I just went and bought the Game of the Year edition for Fallout for $15, and I got all of the DLC with the game. So
You play that NBA game anymore?
nope, I played it the one time.
Still need to stream it
No,
or record yourself playing it somehow.
no,
That
absolutely not.
that's something also much better about this era of gaming. It's just so easy to record yourself playing, not just for an
Mm-hmm.
audience, but just like if you
For
want to,
yourself,
yeah, or just get a highlight or something. Obviously, the GameCube, the Wii didn't have that. The 360 didn't. Like
right?
certain games, like specifically the first Black Ops, that had like a theater mode, but none of the Call of Duties before that did. And then that was
Mm-hmm.
abandoned afterwards by um, or like I think Modern Warfare 3 did, but then Black Ops 2 didn't. Um, but yeah, being able to get clips, record yourself.
Just, just think if gaming was just starting to explode now, right? Um, or we've never had a game like Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 2 was released today. Biggest game in the entire world for
Yeah,
as long as it was, and streaming is a thing.
streaming, YouTube, and just like how so many people, yeah, it would be like a Fortnite thing. It would, or it would go until the next Call of Duty comes out.
And even then, I think it might even pull like a MW19 to Cold War.
Yeah,
It's just not as good, so let's just go back.
yeah.
Which, since I have to re-download Cold War, I'm downloading Modern Warfare again. So I could kind of go
No,
back and forth a little bit. I'm going to drop the Warzone, but
what do you mean you're gonna drop Warzone?
I'm going to try out the new Warzone
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. Where are you at on that download?
I just turned off the PlayStation, so hopefully it'll go faster. I think I'm at 3 hours
Fuck.
for Cold War.
Fuck. You get a night off, and then it does that. Fuck. Um,
It's gonna either be Fortnite, Rogue Company, or Civ.
Road Company.
I'm
Yeah. I
down for
mean,
it.
any other last comments?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. I got nothing else to say, but GameCube Master Race.